Hi guys, happy new week. My name is Nompumelelo Precious Mahlakwe Intokazi Ezolo Umamhlongo, and this week we will be talking about how to embrace rejection. Yes, I said it, embracing rejection. So we'll just kick off with the first one. I have a couple of pointers written down as well. So we have all experienced rejection in our lives. And this rejection could either come from either at work, a job interview, friends, relationships, or even a love interest, right? And when this happens, we experience a whole lot of pain and hurt from rejection. So initially you do become sad and feel down because you've been rejected. It's a normal thing to feel. But the one thing that we tend to dwell on is to focus on the pain and the hurt of being rejected instead of actually moving and growing from it and actually looking at this as a learning curve instead of, oh, it has happened to me again. Okay, so what actually happens when we get stuck in the hurt and the pain phase when we have been rejected? Again, either at work. Hi, Mr. Tole. Welcome back again to our meeting. I'm very sorry, I just had to inform you that your application was not accepted by the organization. We do appreciate, of course, your newfound ideas, but it's not what we're looking for right now. So, why don't you try again next time? Thank you for coming, though. Please do enjoy the rest of your day, Mr. Tole. Goodbye. Oh, I understand. Thank you. Thank you. Friends, friendships, or even relationships. Oh, message from Betty. Yeah. I don't think you're what I need right now. Peace. Ah. Really? Exactly. So what happens to us when we dwell on those things? Well, three things could happen from this. Imagine you could either fall into a state of being stressed. If you're not stressed, fall into anxiety. If you don't fall into anxiety, then you fall into depression. Imagine going through all of that because of rejection. And when you could have done something very simple for yourself, accepted what has happened, and actually moved on. So, with this little clip for the week, I want us to be able to look at rejection differently. Like we said, we want to embrace rejection, learn from rejection instead of holding on to it and letting it ruin our hopes and letting us being stuck in fear. Because once you've gone through rejection and you've gone through the pain, you become afraid, you become imprisoned to that feeling, and you do not want to try again because you don't want your hopes to be dashed again. But guess what? You can actually fight off that feeling. And the best way to do that is with those simple pointers that I've already gone through with you guys previously in my other videos. But I'll remind you again about those 6 important pointers in order for you to start over again. So this would be us reflecting, again, thinking deeply about what had occurred. Reevaluate. This is when we start looking at things differently than before. We accept. So this is us coming to terms with what has happened. And forgive. This is the best part. Forgive. And the most important person that has to be forgiven first when it comes to forgiving is yourself. Forgive yourself for feeling angry. And tell yourself it's time for you to stop being angry. And when you're done as well, that same feeling of forgiveness, you move it on to those who've actually inflicted you with the rejection, the hurt, and the pain. And then you move on to our next step, which is letting go. When you let go, you decide to detach yourself from those things that were hurting you. Detach yourself from the negative thinking that came from the rejection. So you see, this is you actually peeling off the past and walking into a new bright future. The most important one, which is my fave, push to start. So when you've peeled everything away, you start again. Like I would say in isiZulu, vuka uzithathe. Let us not glare and sit on one thing, but let us wake up and start and try again. The most important thing here is you actually fighting and trying again. So I hope this actually helps to take you out of the dark spot in terms of rejection. If there was a feeling or an emotion that you were going through for the past couple of weeks, I hope this can help. And if you feel that someone else needs to hear a message like this, please do not be afraid to share this message as well. Other than that, guys, have an awesome week. Have a great one. And of course, do not forget to be kind to others, and most importantly, please be kind to yourselves. Thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye. Happy week.